The United States of America was born from revolution in the 18th century. Within just 2 centuries, it rose to become one of the most powerful nations on earth, emerging strong after 2 devastating world wars. But the story of this land begins long before independence. Long before European explorers arrived, the continent was home to diverse Native American civilizations. It is believed the first people crossed into North America from Asia over a land bridge during the Ice Age. Over thousands of years, they spread across the continent, forming rich cultures, languages, and societies. Great civilizations emerged. The Mississippian culture built massive ceremonial mounds. In the Southwest, Pueblo communities constructed multi-story stone villages. In the Northeast, the Iroquois Confederacy formed a powerful alliance with a structured system of governance. Around the 11th century, Norse explorer Leif Erikson reached the shores of Newfoundland. However, permanent European settlement did not begin until centuries later. In 1492, Christopher Columbus sailed across the Atlantic under the sponsorship of Spain. His voyages opened the door to widespread European exploration and colonization. Spanish, French, Dutch, and English powers soon competed for land, wealth, and influence. By 1607, the English established Jamestown in Virginia. As colonies expanded, so did the demand for labor. Indentured servants and enslaved Africans were brought to work on plantations. Trade networks grew, but conflict also increased, especially between European settlers and native tribes. By the mid-18th century, tensions between Britain and France erupted into the French and Indian War. Britain emerged victorious, but heavily in debt. To recover financially, the British government imposed new taxes on the American colonies. Colonists protested, demanding no taxation without representation. Events such as the Boston Massacre and the Boston Tea Party intensified tensions. Fighting broke out at Lexington and Concord. The American Revolutionary War had begun. Under the leadership of George Washington, the Continental Army fought for independence. The Declaration of Independence was adopted. With crucial support from France, the Americans secured victory at Yorktown. Britain recognized the independence of the United States. A new constitution was drafted, followed by the Bill of Rights. George Washington became the nation's first president. The Louisiana Purchase doubled the size of the country. Explorers Lewis and Clark were sent westward to map the new territory. The nation expanded rapidly under the belief in manifest destiny. Expansion brought conflict. The Mexican-American War added vast territories, including California. The discovery of gold triggered mass migration westward. Disagreements over slavery deeply divided the nation. The Civil War began. After 4 brutal years, the Union emerged victorious. Slavery was abolished with the 13th Amendment, but President Abraham Lincoln was assassinated shortly after the war ended. The United States continued to expand its influence. The Spanish-American War resulted in new territories overseas. Construction of the Panama Canal strengthened American global power. During World War I, the United States entered the conflict, helping secure Allied victory. The 1920s brought economic growth and cultural change, but the Great Depression plunged the nation into hardship. The attack on Pearl Harbor drew the United States into World War II. American forces fought in Europe and the Pacific. The war ended after atomic bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. After the war, tensions with the Soviet Union led to the Cold War. The United States and the USSR competed in politics, military strength, and space exploration. American astronauts eventually landed on the moon. The 1950s and 60s also saw the civil rights movement, as leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. fought for equality and justice. The tragic attacks of September 11th reshaped modern America and the world. The United States entered a new era of global conflict and security challenges. Today, the United States remains a leading world power with a strong military, technological innovation, and a global economic presence. Its history is one of struggle, expansion, conflict, and transformation, a nation continuously evolving through time.